Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea of Geeky Girls Journal, and today is Friday. Today is not only Friday, but today is the first day of March, and today is also Women's Month. So, I don't know, you may be able to expect something from me for Women's Month. Not sure. To be honest with you all, I wanted to come on here to check out Vertical Live. That's what my goal is for right now. So if you're here and if you're scrolling, I'm here to see what's happening with Vertical Live. That's it. That's all. And if you've never met me before, my name is Andrea and I own Geeky Girls Journal. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for scrolling on up to my page, Geeky Girls Journal, because I'm very glad to have you. And hello out there. If you See, hey, I was just about to say, I wonder who that is. I can see the one person, but Lacey, it's Friday. It's Friday, girl. How are you? I thought, hey, I was talking, well, not talking, but I was in a chat yesterday for a little while. And Miss V, Miss V from Make This Go Viral. So I was in her live for a little bit yesterday, and she was talking about a couple things, and one of them being Vertical Live. And I was just like, I saw something about it, but I hadn't looked into it. So, you know, I think she was telling people to try it out. And then I went into another person's live. Um, what was her name? Joyful Julie. That's her name. Joyful Julie, her live. And she was talking about vertical lives as well. So I was like, you know what? I should just go on there. Hey, Jamie! Hey, y'all. Lacey and Jamie. So, I saw Joyful Miss V talking about it and then Joyful Julie talking about it. So I said, you know what? I need to just check out Vertical Live and see what's happening, how to do it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing here trying to test it out, um, see how it works. I don't know. I heard some things about it, so I thought I'd check it out for myself. Have either of you tried Vertical Live yet? That's all I need to know. Have you tried Vertical Live? Because you all are seeing me in the process. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I think I want to hit some buttons because I don't know what's going on. So I want to see, okay, this looks like it's the chat box. Yep, that's what that is. Top chat, live chat, none, hide all chat. Nah, we're not going to do that. We're not hiding anybody. I want to see what's happening. What are these two circles? Now, if I push something and lose you all, just know that I'm a newbie at this and we're trying it out. So we're gonna try it together. First time hearing about it. Yeah, I mean, I saw, in all fairness, I did see, I think it must have been under like the creator tool or something. You know what? I'm sitting right by my computer. Maybe I'll just, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I saw something about Vertical Live somewhere. I don't know if it was on YouTube. You know how they give you the updates on the things that they're doing. So I think I saw it in passing, but I was really passing because I was doing other things, didn't have time to check into it at that moment. So I can't really tell you a whole lot. All I'm telling you is that I'm a hands-on person. So I like to just jump in and try it out. So Lisa said it's her first time hearing about it. Jamie said, hey, Lisa. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Yesterday when Joyful Julie was talking about it, she was just saying that, hi, Albert Miranda. Hey, welcome. Welcome in, welcome in. Yep. Yeah, so how are you doing? I'm just like, I think Y2 is trying to be like, yeah. Now you know how that goes. Once something, kind of jumps off for the other social media, well, for any social media platform, I feel like the other ones kind of see it and they're like, hey, let's try this, let's try it out. So maybe that's what this is about, but we'll see. I'm here for the ride. And they may be, I mean, very well be trying to do that. And of course, if YouTube is trying to be top tier, I would guess that they're going to try to do everything that's working. So I don't know. I'm here for it. I'll see how it's going. Geeky, I'm doing great. Well, that's good, Albert. It's Friday. It is Friday. That's all I can say. You know what? And my computer just popped on anyway. So let me look and see you all. I think, yeah, okay. That's exactly where it is. I happen to have YouTube Studio pulled up also. So I was looking at my analytics yesterday. So, hey Tay, hey, how you doing, Tay? Hey, Tay. Now I think Tay, have you tried this vertical live before? Because I'm just jumping in and getting my feet wet. I wanted to test it out and see what the hype was, see what everybody's talking about. Yay, you in vertical. I know. Hey, I'm in vertical. Yeah, so I just wanted to test it out, Tay. As you all see, I didn't have a topic. I don't have a topic. Well, I do, but I don't have time to talk about it right now because, as you know, I have to be on mommy duty in a second. About 20 minutes. So, Jamie, keep me on point. So, hey, Shanti. I see everybody coming in here. I'm excited. I don't even know if I keep up. She said, hey to everybody. Hey, chat. Albert, hello, Jamie. So everybody's speaking. Shanti. I know you probably know about this. Vertical Live. Yes, I've gotten so many views and subs. I love it. Oh, Tay, you're the second, no, third person that said that because I think Miss B said it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if she said that, but I know she did say to try Vertical Live when I was in her chat for a second. So she said it. Then this other lady, her name is Joyful Julie. I don't know if you all know her or not, but anyway, I was over there and she happened to be talking about it as soon as I went into it. And I was like, okay, well, let me just try this out. So I challenged myself today to do it. And although I only have whatever, 20 minutes to do it, I'm doing. Oh, we're gonna figure this thing out. So good. Everybody saying hi. I'm definitely in. Listen, this might work out for me because the vertical, I could do this, anywhere. Not saying that I'll be doing it while I'm on a run because, I do that. But this actually looks like something I can get into. Because to be honest with you, when they were just doing the horizontal lives, I was trying to do it vertically then too, but I was upside down a couple times. So I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't be doing it like this. Hey, Jamia and Tay, that's from Shanti. So yeah, it's Jamia and Lisi, if you're still on here. It's saying it's if you go to the creator inside, that portion that's in YouTube Studios, kicking it with the hey Albert. Okay, everybody speaking. So it's in YouTube Studio under the dashboard and on the right side of the screen where Creator Insider is. At least that's where it is on mine. And it's a little video. I haven't watched the video yet. Don't come for me. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I'll watch it later. But I just want. Okay, you all. I told you all. I'm that person who, if I buy something and it requires the reading of directions, I do like to read. However, I'm a DIYer, so I'll look at the picture and I'm like, oh, okay, let's just put it together. I put it together first. Then if I find some difficulty, I'll put it together by looking at the picture. So if I find difficulty in doing it that way, then I'll read. I just kind of like to jump in first. So yeah, so this video that they have up is talking about the YouTube vertical live. So maybe Tay can tell us a little bit about it. So I have a question, Tay, if you're still here, since you've done it. And I saw this before I pushed the button. It said, invite guests. And I did push it at first because I was like, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't I? Maybe I can invite a guest and they can come up and tell me how to do this. But then I was like, I don't really know if that means I'm supposed to invite somebody before or if I can invite somebody while I'm on here and drop a link or something. So I just left that alone. Maybe I'll figure it out later if you don't know Tay, but hey, we're gonna figure this out. So what are you all doing today? This should not be about me. It's all about you all. What are you doing today? Having plans for the weekend? I do. I have another additional guest coming to my house. You know what? February has been good. I've had a lot of interactions with family members. My family from different states have been coming to visit me, so I've been having a ball. You all hear me? I've been having a ball. You at work, Shanti? Usually, yeah, at work, working and working. You have two jobs right now. Yeah, so I've been entertaining guests all month, and I've had a great time. Jamie, you're writing? Yes, you writing that book, Jamie? Did you all know Jamie was writing a book? Who knew that? Did you all know Jamie? No, you still can't invite someone. The only thing is the link is not clickable in vertical live, so you might have to send it through. Oh, okay. Thank you. What is that for then? That little, it's a push button that says you can invite. Oh, still can invite. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, always. Yes, you are always working. And look who just came in. It's OG, the real OG himself. Hey, you silly Mickey Mouse, he needs his pamper change. I do not change diapers anymore. Well, let me not say that because I have a young niece now, so I will change some diapers. But I'm saying my kids, they're beyond that point. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. But hey, OG. So Brand, did you have your milk and cookies? And did you see Tom and Jerry? Because I saw Tom and Jerry come out your house the other day. Yeah, yes, I did. So why you on here harassing me about Mickey Mouse? I saw Tom and Jerry. Okay, so what's awesome? Oh, okay. Shanti said that's awesome, Jamia, isn't it, Jamia? You wanna tell people what your book is about? Go ahead, tell us over here in the comment section what your book is about, Jamia. You know, OG Geeky Girls. I love Tom and Jerry. I know. I know you like Tom and Jerry, even though you always have that um even though you always had the emojis with the rabbit and the carrot. I know you like Tom and Jerry. Cause you asked me about Tom and Jerry. And also Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, all of them. Brand, that's all you. That's all you. You silly say cheap. Say cheese. Are you trying to screenshot me? Brand, let me stop. No. So, okay, so Tay's tried vertical and loves it. Geeky Girls. It's a book for the grown. Oh, okay. Well, shut my mouth. Let me. It's a book for the grown and sexy, y'all. So that means everybody on here can get it. Everybody can get it. So we're gonna be expecting to see, you know, that coming in the near future, Jamia. I was so distracted, y'all. Tamika Davis. Hey, Tamika. Hey, geeky girls and everyone in the chat. Happy Friday. I know it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. You like to eat apples and bananas. That reminded me of that song when we were younger. I like to eat. I like to eat apples and bananas. Tamika, hey, you silly. See, Brand, he comes in and harasses everybody. Brand, do you do this at every? Yeah, you do. I've seen you do this at everybody's because, well, not everybody's. I haven't been on everybody's channel on YouTube, but the channels that I go to and I see you there, you doing the same thing. Hey, Tamika, so I can definitely say you're being authentic. Hey, Tamika, happy Friday. Okay. So I did tell you all where I saw the vertical line. I will watch it sometime in the near future, maybe. If not, I'm just gonna learn how to do it right here. So yeah, you guys. So it's Friday. People are working. People are writing books. OG Brand's being a comedian. Tay is what's Tay doing? Tay is watching. And Tay, okay, I have to ask you a question, but I don't know if it's appropriate here or not. I'll just say that I heard another voice in one of your videos yesterday. It wasn't a video from yesterday. It's just one of your videos that I saw yesterday. And it was a little darling little voice. And you'll know what I'm talking about. And I just wanted to know, was did that person belong to you? And I'm trying to say it discreetly, but other people here might know what I'm talking about. Anyway, if you're new to Geeky Girls Journal, welcome. And if you've never been to Geeky Girls Journal, I want you to know that we have these lovely shirts on our Geeky Girls Journal website, as well as these books. Geeky Girls Journal. If you have any girls in your life, grab them some of these books. I'm telling you, they're gonna love them. And maybe one day I'll get on here on a vertical live and read a little bit of it. Why not right now? Let's see. Let's just open it up to a page since I'm here and I don't really have a topic. So let's see. Let me see. We're gonna just flip. Yes, I changed it. Okay, I love it, Tay. I didn't want to say it out loud, and I was just trying to think of a way to say it, and that worked out. So congratulations, because I think I missed that part. I missed it somewhere. I just know one of the last times I saw your videos, I didn't hear that voice, and then the next time I heard it, I was like, oh, so cute, so sweet. Oh, you said yes, I changed it. Oh, that's so. You know what? Before you know it, that sweet little princess will be a big princess, a queen kicking it with the rooks. I heard the little voice when she was cooking and was wondering the same. I'm nosy. I guess I am too then, because I heard her voice and I was like, at first I said, did I just hear a voice? And I'm like, okay, it's not one of my kids. And it could have been my television, but it wasn't, because I just didn't think it was. So then I looked and I was like, wait a minute, I think I hear I heard it again, Shanti. So I heard that cute little voice again. Then I feel like Tay said something to the special to the little baby child in the background, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know. So congratulations again, Tay, if I didn't say that. So yep, I was nosy. I heard that voice, and I was just like, oh, I remember the times when. But it's good. I'm not in that phase anymore. I'm just saying I'm over it. But they are definitely a blessing. I love the children. Speaking of children, let me ask you all something. Okay, let me ask you all something because I got 10, 15 minutes stretching it at 15. So let me ask you all something, the parents here. So I was out with my youngest yesterday, and she's not in school yet because she just turned 5 and she has a late birthday. She's so cute. I have not seen the baby's face. Perhaps I have to go back through and look at some of the videos, but I'm talking about you, Tay. But I did hear that sweet little voice, and I was just like, oh, and she was like really going on and on. I mean, I think it was her video. It wasn't Tay video. It wasn't really Tay's video. I think she invited Tay to the party, but Tay didn't realize that because she had literally taken over in the background. And Tay was like, Mama, calm down. But she was just like, no, this is my thing. This is my show. Geeky Girls, I thought you was about to sing Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. Oh, that's another one too. Do you remember the time? No, you don't want me to sing that by Michael Jackson. Where's my do I have a glove? No, I don't. But so let me get back to the story. See? OG Brand, you got me all check. So yeah, the story was I was in and you all tell me, let me know because you know, I know what type of parents I am, and I realize that people parent their kids differently. So this is why I'm bringing it to you all. All right, let me read what OG said, then I'm gonna go to Geeky Girls. I thought you okay. Geeky Girls. Oh, okay, he's left. Okay, so I was at the library yesterday with my daughter during story time, and there were a lot of people there, and we definitely stood out with the dance. Let's go. Somebody knows that video, Shanti. So yeah, but yeah, I can't do it like Michael Jackson. Like we won't. I won't even pretend that I can dance like him because it's not even a fraction. I remember the time and just probably. Mm-mm. You remember how he turned to what was it like dust or crystals or something when he hit the ground? And that's probably the part where my leg would have been like, no, I'm done. So anyway, y'all, yeah. So I was in the library with my daughters, and it was a lot of people, and it was my first time really taking her back out in a setting like that. And we got there and she was just kind of like, Mom, I don't want to do it. I want to go to story time. So I was like, why not? Because you were so excited about it when we got here. But I came to realize I knew why. I knew why because once we got in, then there was nobody there that looked like us, that looked even similar to us. And like I said, it was a large, large crowd. I would say at least 50, 70. I mean, it was like I said, it was in an intimate setting, but it was a pretty large crowd. They filled the room. And so my daughter's like, I don't want to go. So I was like, we came for story time. Let's just do it. Oh, okay, OG Brimmer. Yeah, I was like, let's just do it. Let's just go in and listen to the story and stuff. So we did. And we were sitting there listening. And she grew very bored, is the word, I guess. And while she was bored, I was like, okay, you know what? We'll go and get some more books. We'll go to the other part of the library because they have like simulations where they have kitchens and all types of stuff, STEM activities you can do. So we were doing those things. And so this little boy, we went into the STEM room, and my daughter and I got our stuff, and we were just like at the table. Nobody was bothering us. We just kind of had like our own spot, and it was just like, hey, we're here. Nobody's worried about us. We were just kind of in our own space, right? So this little boy who was sitting next to us, he was with, I don't know, a parent, grandparent, something. And he was just being really, really rude. Rude. That's the word. He was being really rude. And now I know kids are kids, but to me, there's a difference in you being a kid and kind of saying things the kids would say and being curious and all those great things that kids do, but there's also a point where you could just be flat out rude, right? So he was being rude, and I'm gonna give you an example. So this little girl came over, and he was looking at a DVD player which was showing Monsters Inc., and it was a simulation of, I don't know, you had to kind of engage with the tablet, and whatever the tablet told you to do, you had to do it. You had to draw on a table, you had to draw something on the screen, or you had to mimic it. it was all different types. Like it was really probably really cool for kids, right? And so my daughter, she wasn't interested because she was building a house with some cubes and having a good old time, right? And then sorting and stuff like that. So this little boy says to the little girl who came over, and she's like, "Can I play with you?" And she was being really sweet. She's like, "Can I play with you?" And I'm listening to all of it because I just wanted to know what was happening. So she was like, "Can I play with you?" So he said to her, "No, you can't play with this. This is mine." And so I was like, okay, kind of typical, right? But then she was just sitting there looking, kind of sad. So she said again, "Can I play?" And he was like, "You're not gonna play with me." So his who I believe was his grandmother, kind of stepped in. She's like, "Well, if you don't want to share, then we're gonna go home." So she said, "Oh, you don't want to share, we're gonna go home." So the boy was like, "I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing with her. She shouldn't have come over here. This is mine." And I'm just like, okay, now I know that not everybody is taught the same way. Okay, me, I probably would have got smacked in the mouth when I was little, right? So he was like really saying all this stuff to the little girl, and I'm just like, I can't step in there now. My kids, the grandmother or mother is there, and if this is how he's allowed to behave, then that's not my business. So she says to him again, "If you keep acting up, I'm going to take you home." Okay, so I heard a lot of threats from her. She didn't really do anything uh, to move the situation ahead. So the little girl's sitting there again. So she said, "Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Give her the other marker and then let her share with you and let her draw with you and let her enjoy the activity." So he just continued on. "No, I'm not sharing with her. This is not hers. This is mine. I'm not sharing." She said, "Well, we all have to share. Friends share." And so, as the grandmother was saying, "Friends share," he was like, "I don't have to share with her." Um, oh yeah, he said, "I don't have to share with her. She can just watch me." And I was just like, whoa, like he really said she could just watch me. Like, what's that about? He was like, "She could just watch me." And so after he said that, the grandmother was like, "Okay, we're going home." Well, this was like the fourth time she said it, but she never left to go home, right? She never left to go home. And what I'm saying is, he didn't have any consequences, so he continued to treat people in this specific way. So the little girl was sitting there, and I'm looking at her like, man, she's about to be in tears. I'm like, should I step in and say something? I'm like, okay, mind your business, Andrea, not your business. So the mom, who is sitting literally the whole time, probably about not even 5 feet away, she was sitting right next to them while this was happening. And I didn't know that was a mom at the time. So she gets up and she finally comes to the table. And so she was just like standing there looking. So I was like, okay, that must be the mom or somebody like that, right? The little girl's mom. So the grandmother told the boy again, "Help her out. Too much compromising for me." Too okay. Hey Robert, how you doing? Yeah, okay. That's the same thing I was thinking, Shanti. However, okay, my mama is different, you know. You follow me? So Brooks, okay, hey Robert. Okay, so she told him, the mom came over. Okay, that's why I stopped. The mom came over and she was just standing at the table looking at the grandmother, the little boy who was talking to her daughter. I finally found out it was her daughter like this, and she's standing there. So the little boy says again, "No, you need to leave this table. I'm not sharing with you. This is mine." And so the grandmother was like, "Okay, you need to, don't do that. That's not being kind." So finally, her mom says, so finally, the mom says, I'm sorry, when that baby is Jamie popped up, I just got so distracted. So finally, the girl's mom says to the little boy, because he says, "I'm not sharing with her. This is mine." All this stuff, right? So the mom was like, "Okay, well, maybe we should all share because sharing is the nice thing to do." And so she goes on. And by the way, like her voice was kind of high pitched. Not saying it's a problem with that. There wasn't. The issue was that I don't think the little boy was even taking her seriously. And why would he? That's not his mom, but his grandmother or his mom, whomever that was standing next to him. They could have kind of chimed in and explained to him, "This is not how you treat other people." In my world, that is how I thought it should go. Or, "Hey, I told you if you're not sharing, it's time to go. Let's go." Because all right, my kids wouldn't have made it past that first statement. I'm just gonna be honest. "Let's go," because now you're showing off. Let's go. First of all, they wouldn't have done that because all I have to do is get a look. That's the end of that. So it gets better, you all. So the mom says, so the little boy, so the mom said that about sharing. So he was like, I'm not sharing with her. I don't know her. She's not my friend. I'm like, okay, you don't know her, but those aren't your things. I mean, okay, is it 2:40 already? Oh my goodness, I need to wrap this up. So the mom says, okay, those aren't your things. So you need to share. So he said to the mom, who's talking to you? He said to that lady, who is talking to you? Oh, y'all, I was just like, my mouth fell and hit. I was like, and my daughter was looking at me and looking like listening the whole time, but she was listening, but she was putting her cubes together. Like, mommy, I'm building a house. I'm gonna build this. I'm building a city, and I'm just like, okay. So the look would have got yeah, that look would have gotten him together because when he said that, I'm not talking to you, and I was just like, ooh, I thought for sure the grandmother was going like, let's go. No, he was still there bullying everybody, and I'm sitting at the table like, I wish somebody would. I wish somebody would, and I'm not. I'm not. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't have said anything to the child because to me, this is the whole reason why I'm telling you all this. I know I'm not talking to the people right now in the chat. I'm talking to anybody who comes in later on and looks at this virtual live that feels like they're not doing a good job as a parent. And if you allow your child to talk to other children that way, first of all, okay, that's a difference. But if you allow your child to talk to an adult that way, and they're not even 5 years old. Okay, this was for 5 and under, so I can tell you for sure he was not more than 5 years old. He looked like he was 4 or 5, right? He was about my daughter's age, 5ish, right? So if you allow a 5 year old to say that to an adult, do you know how I would have got snatched? And I know this is a different time, so I was just sitting there like in disbelief. Can you believe it? Right, snatched Rooks. Oh, after that statement, it would have been more than it looked. Yeah. So he said to her, mind your business, basically, right? So the lady was like, and I could see that she was a little upset, but she was just still trying to be nice and calm and like be nice to him. And so she was like, well, that's what we do, but some of us, and she was kind of like talking like that. So she was like, but we have to share. And her daughter was sitting there almost in tears, and she's like, but we have to share, and you can't, if you don't want to share, then, and she was just like, well, if you don't want to share, she's like, sharing is being nice, and she was saying blah blah blah. I don't want to, I can't say verbatim what she was saying because I was still kind of sitting there in shock that he told her to mind her business and be quiet, and so he didn't stop there. So she said, okay, and she just kind of ate it, right? She didn't say anything else after that. So they kept playing on the game, and then the game I told you all was interactive. So the game the asked them to draw an X because there was like an X or something on the picture, and the animal, the character was doing something. He was trying to build something, and so they said draw an X on the table. So this table is erasable, so you can write on the table with marker and all this stuff. So they were writing on the table with marker, drawing an X, and then the lady said, I wondered, she said something like along the lines of, I wondered what that was. And then he's like, you didn't know what that was? And then she said, oh, I guess I'm just being silly. I was like, why did she say, I guess I'm just being silly? So she was like, oh, I didn't know. I guess I'm just being silly. She said that to the little boy. I guess I'm just being silly. So the little boy was like, you're not being silly. You're just dumb. I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. It is 2:43. I could not believe it. So the point of this whole conversation is I was just done. Is it because I'm a mother from an older generation, and and my mother didn't play. She did not play. I would have got snatched. That's all I have to say. She would have gave me the look, and that would have canceled it all. I wouldn't have said anything else. So yeah, he was just really like talking to the lady, and I was just like, that's disrespectful. But I'm thinking that's disrespectful. I don't know what other people think. I just think it's disrespectful. And so I thought about it, and I looked down at my daughter. You know how you kind of give them like, don't you ever try it. I just looked at her, and she was just like, mommy. So we left on, my daughter was just looking. I said, it's time for us to go home because I can't witness any more of this. I have to go. I can't do it. I cannot look at this little boy, first of all, not listening to his mom or grandmother like that, and then disrespecting this lady after her daughter was being so nice, and she was just trying to, just trying to play. And I was like, he's just being, I know sometimes you have mean kids and mean people in general, not just kids, just people who are mean. But I mean, you don't have to be rude And I guess this just goes along. I was just like, you know what? It's not even his fault. It's not even his fault. His mom, his dad, whomever has to teach him to have better manners. Better manners. And that's the whole point of this conversation. Don't allow your child to get away with things like that in the house, because when they go out in public, they're going to do the same things and they may just embarrass you. We left out that room and my daughter was just like, Mommy, he was misbehaving, wasn't he? And I said, he definitely was misbehaving. She's like, I would never do that to you, Mommy. I wouldn't do that to you, Mommy. I said, okay, we're gonna hope. I don't want to ever have to correct you. I don't want to ever have to say anything to you about that. So, right, I had to go because I would have been over there. Yes, godmothering. I'm telling you, I had to stand down. I had to stand down. You learn Robert Game, right? Yes, I could not do it. I said, I gotta go. I got to go. Time to go. You know how they were just like in that movie, back it up? That was me. I was like, all right, you got your books. Come on. I was grabbing everything. Books, pens. I said, let's go. I said, no. We gotta go. Robert, right? I understand. Yes, my mother, I would have probably seen something flash before my eyes, and I can't say what on this panel, on this platform, but I had to, yes, I had to walk away. I had to walk away, Shanti, because I felt bad for both moms. I felt bad for the mom who couldn't control him, who couldn't get him to stop it, because I'm only giving you a little bit of what he said. He just kept going on and on and on. And I was just like, and I'm looking at him. They never said anything to me. He never said anything to my daughter. He was talking to all the other little kids who came near him like that. My daughter was sitting right next to him, but at another table. He didn't turn around and say anything to her. And I'm glad he didn't, because I would have been like, listen, you need to tell your son. And I don't know. I love Jesus. So I would have had to I might have had to walk away. I would have been like, that's the end of this day. We done. We're done here. We're done. Because that is what I had to do. And I wasn't even I wasn't even a part of the conversation. They were just saying it right next to me. Like, right, I was right here and they were right there. And I couldn't help but to hear what they were saying. They were just like, almost like, do you hear me? We're gonna keep talking so you can hear this. I would have been one of these, hey boo. You had to just walk away. I would have been one of those, yeah. Kicking it with the books, baby. Baby, my mama. If that was me, y'all would have never met me. Me either. But my life, I'm telling you, y'all wouldn't know Andrea's Geeky Girl today. I still won't talk to my mother that way. And I'm a full-grown woman. Oh, thank you. You watching me on there too? That's so sweet. That's my boo watching me on her tablet. Oh, I need to go. Kicking it with Robert, I would have been with the king. Take me to the king. Yes, she would have quit. She would have stopped, popping and lock it, or whatever. Stop, dropping, lock it. What's that song, y'all? I would have seen King Jesus real fast, because I would have been with the king, right? Still don't. Oh, because it's an echo. It's an echo. Yeah. All right. Thank you, baby. Yes, I definitely would have seen the king quick, fast, and in a hurry, because my mother would have been like, who are you talking to? Who do you think you talking to? And she wouldn't have even said it with her mouth. It would have all been here. Like, that's it. I'm telling y'all. I don't even cuss in front of my mom or elders. Me either. I'm in my Shanti, never. I will not curse in front of my mom or my dad, none of them, or my elders, you can put any of them in that category. I'm not saying nothing in front of any of them. And I'm 41. These young people today are different. And they are different. And, sometimes I really want to jump in to help people, but they also have to be receptive. And sometimes I really want to jump in, but you can't even really jump in. Like back in the day, they did jump in. I'm telling y'all, my parents used to be like, if I went down the street and I was playing, those parents would be like, you don't do that. You know your mother raised you better than that. Like, they would correct you. They would correct me, right? Like, stop me right in my tracks. And also, they didn't have to do that a lot, because I know who my mother and father are. I know who my mother and father are. And they did not play those types of games with me. So when I hear young people Are you okay? You sure? Okay. Did you slip? You slipped on you slipped on your socks? Oh, okay. You all right? Okay. All right. Be careful. Be careful out there. Be careful over there in that hallway. Yeah, it's so sad. I've made a mistake and done it and felt so bad. That's so disrespectful. Yeah, it's very disrespectful, and I don't know. I don't get it, you all. Sometimes I know. Let me take you all with me because I know I need to go get my child. I need to go get my child. Oh, my face is real close to this screen, isn't it? Real close. Here, come on. Mommy has to go. You staying here? Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah. So yeah, no, you go first because I don't want you to fall down the steps or anything. Yeah. So when I heard that disrespect, that level. Watch your time, Andrea. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I see. It's time. It's time for me to roll out. I'm just gonna walk y'all down the steps real quick and go out this door. So, yeah. So when I heard that, you all, I'm just telling you, I'm just glad that I'm not alone because when I heard that disrespect, full tone, and those words, I was like, ooh, you know, we never would have tried that growing up. Never. We never would have tried that growing up. Ever. Ever. Where are my shoes? Okay, if you all see me moving around, that's because I'm trying to put my boots on. Take a trip with me. Robert Wright? Yes. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, you all. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to try to mute it because my daughters are listening to a show or something, and I didn't want that copyright claim to hit me. So let's go out. And I'm gonna take her vehicle. Oh, I'm sorry. I know you. If somebody has motion sickness, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. Well, I tried it once and what? Did you say you woke up in your 30s? Oh my goodness. Your mother put you. Oh my goodness, Robert. You know what? Look, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. You said your mother, Robert, right? No way. Well, I tried it once and woke up in my 30s. Mom put me out 3 decades. See, that would have been my mother. That would have definitely been my mother. She would not have allowed me to speak that way to her. Period. I'm talking about in public, out of public, at the house, at somebody's house. Just wouldn't have gone down that way. I'm sorry, yo. I'm trying to put it on this um, holder. Yeah, but okay, yeah, she wouldn't have allowed that. Period. She would have been like, "Who are you talking to?" And you must have somewhere else to live because you are not gonna talk to me that way. So, anyway, yeah, it's been lovely, you all. I'm sorry that I tried to say this story quickly and get it out, and I was trying to recall most of it as I was saying. Hopefully, it's not trying to connect to this car. Can you all still hear me? In public, out of public, in your mind? Right? None of the above. Like, none. She would have been like, girl, who do you think you talking to? You learn, I woke up looking for Thundercats and Tom and Jerry. Not you being smacked back into what was it, the 90s when we watched that? Robert. Oh, okay, you can hear me. Okay, let me know if Bluetooth, when you get in the vehicle, it'll switch over. So, yeah, not you being smacked. Let me tilt this a little bit so I can see you. I used to get to room and be rolling eyes and shit. Oh my good man, My mother knew when I rolling eyes. Oh my goodness, rolling eyes. And my mother used to be like, "Oh, I saw that." I'd be like, "Man, how she see?" She had bionic eyes, like, and she didn't even see me. Sometimes she just knew I was rolling my eyes, and she like, "Girl, don't yeah." She just knew I was rolling my eyes, and I remember getting popped right in my mouth one time for doing that. And also, my mother, she had this thing where she would do this to your forehead and pop you in the forehead or pop you in your lips. Did y'all ever get popped in the lips? I got popped in the lips for saying something. She was like, "Pop!" It's like, oops. They said till next week. No later than that. I know you all take this wrong with me. So I'm just saying, and without me being able to read the comments right now, I'll just try to read them every time I stop. You all just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself in that chat. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. But oh man, yeah, my mother definitely did not. And now that I think, like, not even now that I think about it, my mother, none of my aunts, none of my uncles, none of them played that. They didn't have to, but they also didn't have to correct me like that because I knew better. I knew, like I said, I know who my parents are and what kind of strength they had. And when I say strength, I'm not talking about, that. I'm talking about them being able to discipline me and do it effectively. Discipline me effectively, and I was listening, and I knew when they said stop, that means stop. Stop means stop. No means no. Don't do it means don't do it. Let's go mean let's go. If that would have been my parents saying let's go, I would have jumped out that seat so fast. But like you said, they different. Hey Shay, I'm so upset I can't read all your comments. Don't worry about it though, you guys, because once I pick my daughter up, then I got to get the other daughter. Then I can come back and read your comments. So, if I end up stopping this live, or if I lose connection, whichever one comes first, then I'll go back and read all your comments and laugh, because I know I'm going to be laughing because you all have me laughing right now. And every time I stop at a stop sign or a light, I'm going to definitely read the comments, because I'm at a stop sign. So I'm good. I'm safe. We're safe. Don't worry about it. We're here and you all are there. Unfortunately, it's a different generation. Yeah, it is. But I was just, I think about that. I'm like, you know what? Have we, okay, I'm saying we, but not we. If it doesn't apply to you, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to me because it doesn't apply to me. But I'm saying we as a whole, as a generation. Oh, and there's my connection. Oh, and we're back. All right, and we're live again. So have we created a generation of children that just want to be coddled and want to have everything their way, and they want to have everything just given to them instantly? Like, what do you all think about that? Do you think that kind of plays into it? And with this young man, like I said, obviously nobody taught him, how to respond properly in those type of situations. And again, he was 5 and under, and I know there's a learning curve. I know the kids try things. I know I have kids, so I know they try things. But I'm saying, as parents, isn't our job to put them on the straight and narrow? Like, hey, you are out of line. Get yourself back in line. This is what we do. This is what we don't do. Like, don't we do that? Do people do that anymore? Because I'm not about to let my kids talk to me any kind of way. We're not doing that. You need another house? You must have an apartment somewhere. If you're talking to me like this, you must pay bills. You know what I mean? Like, you must pay gas, you must pay water, you must pay electric, you must pay all those things, because I know you didn't walk in. I know you didn't say that to me. And I might be pushing it a little bit too far. So I'm not even necessarily talking about the little boy in this manner. I'm talking about kids in general. Like, if you have a child that's disrespectful, like, how you handle that? Yes, it's sad. My children are horrible. They have manners, and mine too. Yes, Ashanti, mine too. My kids, I think it's just that, you know what? I say this to people that were in our generation that are close to me, because like I said, I try not to mind other people's business. I try to mind my own, and I do mind. I'm very good at doing that. But also, I always wonder, from our generation, do you all think that maybe, and I'm saying our generation, those people who were born in the 80s, late 70s, 80s, those, millennials, I think y'all earlier millennials, you can relate to this message too. Do you feel like, we coddle them so much that they just, they don't, that's why I say I don't really even blame the kids, because they don't know any different. They don't. We knew different because it was a different time. It was a different generation. Our parents didn't accept. They didn't allow you to talk to them any kind of way. I don't allow my kids to talk to me anyway. So I'm like that. I mean, and Shanti and some of you on here said the same thing. You're not gonna just talk to me like that. But do you all think, for the most part, like when you hear things like that, I just wonder, like, what happened? Where's the disconnect? Were we trying to give them so much, or are we trying to give them so much and keep them from going through some of the things that we went through, that they're missing, that they're missing a little bit of that grit, you know what I mean, a little bit of that dog, like, or are they just, is it just a different time? And maybe, I don't know, because I can tell you one thing. My parents parented me the way they did, and I said, for the most part, I think I still had a foundation. I still parent my kids in a similar manner. I've tweaked some things. And I think that, it's okay to do that, to tweak some things, but fundamentally, my kids have manners, like you said. They might be spoiled, you know what I mean? They definitely have a lot more than I had. But they know how to talk to people. They know how to be respectful. And they're going to be very productive citizens, right? They're going to be very productive citizens because we're not allowing them to just run amok and do what they want to do. There has to be some type of standard put in place and some type of boundaries. If you give kids, do y'all remember, who remembers the saying, if you give kids an inch, they'll take a yard, or if you give somebody an inch, they'll take a yard? That's true. That is true. You got to be able to say, hey, look, no, that's outside of what we do here. That's outside of the boundaries. And you need to get yourself back together real quick, or I'm going to have to get you together. I thought I saw Buddha in here. I'm at the stop sign, you all. I'm at the light, so I'm fine. Just in case you want to. Hey, Buddha. Hey, Buddha Boo. How you doing? Buddha? Okay, my children. Let me see what Shanti said. I wish I was a bit harder on them as far as making them more independent. Yeah, I hear that. That's very common, Shanti. Same here. I wonder. I'm just always like, Lord, I want my kids to do this. I want them to be. See, I was very independent. And I live with both parents. My parents, I think back then I might have been considered spoiled. Because I didn't lack anything, necessities, right? I had parents that definitely provided, and what is this? What did they do? Yeah, I had parents. I'm sorry, I got distracted, you. So I had parents that provided for me, but I didn't get everything. And my father, I remember he used to tell us all the time, if I just give you this and I don't make you work for it, then you're not going to appreciate it. And then I was like, man, I understood what he was saying then. I might not have liked it because I didn't want to pay for it, but it did. It made me appreciate it. I remember when I bought my first car. It was an Eagle Summit. Do you all remember those little Eagle Summits? And it was blue. It was a light blue Eagle Summit. And I purchased it. And I'm telling you all, if petty was a person, that was me. When people got in, I'd be like, you have dirt on the bottom of your shoes? What are you doing getting in my vehicle? Are you trying to eat French fries in here? No, save that until you get to the house. Ain't nobody eating French fries. You are not drinking. Don't even breathe in here. Hold your breath. No, I wasn't that bad, but I'm just saying, I appreciated my vehicle because I paid for it, and I didn't want anybody, messing it up. So that's just one example, and I appreciated it because I had to use my hard-earned money to purchase it, right? So I think that's just an example in some of the ways that we can also make our kids work for things. And I know there are going to be several people who probably jump on here that disagree with me and my views, but that's just it. That's my views, my opinions. And my opinions are that, yeah, I think as a parent, I know as a parent you do. Yeah, you provide for your child. You give your child what you can. You give your child a lot of the things you didn't have, because that's you kind of tweaking what your parents did, and that's my child right there. Let me turn right here. And so I, hold on 1 second, you all. Hey, daughter. I'm on a vertical live, huh? I'm on a vertical live. Jump in.
On a what?
Vertical. I know she said on a what? I know.
You where?
Hey, I'm here. I'm not where. I'm here.
What's going on?
Oh, this guy's back. Wait, it's the earring. Your sister lost her earring. Let me put this away for her. Yeah, I wanted to try out. I wanted to test out vertical live.
Oh, you're on live? I'm
Yeah.
ask you something.
Oh, they're asking you on live. Is it personal?
Hi. It's not personal. I was just asking if I could get an ice cream.
Oh, you ask your daddy that. I have to drive. I'm going out of state in less than an hour. As soon as I pick up your sister, I'm out of here. You appreciate it. Exactly. Yes, I was spoiled, but I was grateful and I learned that you work hard for what you want. Yes! But you still a parent. Yep. Shanti, you're saying a lot of stuff over here. I'm definitely going to have to come back to this. You definitely have to change some things. The world is different, so in parenting, you have to adapt. Absolutely, Ashanti. I agree with all of that you said. All of it. Because, yeah, that's what parents... I mean, and also, like, you do have books on parenting, but a lot of times, say you don't have books on parenting. We do, but do you really learn? A lot of those books are written, I feel like a lot of those books are written by people that do not have children. They have a degree to tell you how to raise your child, but me, I like a seasoned person. I want a good seasoned person. I prefer that over somebody who just wrote a book. If you wrote a book and you don't have any experience with children, now this is just my opinion. You all take it how you want. I don't want to listen to. I'm more than likely not going to take that and apply it to my parenting. I'm gonna read it and see how I can use some of your suggestions. But I need to talk to somebody from my parents' generation or somebody who had. I want to talk to somebody who had 10 kids. What did you do and how did it work? Right? Parenting is the hardest job I've ever had. Oh, hands down. Absolutely the hardest job I've ever had. And I taught and I had classroom full of children. But parenting, nothing like it. And this is on-the-job training. On-the-job training. You can read as many books as you want, but when it comes down to it, it's experiencing that. It's almost just being right in the thick of it and figuring things out and then trying to make those things work best for you, your family, your parenting style, and did I say your children? Yeah, children. Yeah. So parenting is okay. Yep. Oh, thanks. You agree, Ashanti? You agree, Shanti? I said, Shanti. Shanti, do you agree? Yeah. All right. Whew. So, y'all. Yep. Well, Shanti and whomever else is on here, thank you all for spending this time with me. You all gave me a good hour. I think it's been an hour at least. And I'm grateful for it. Anything else you want to talk about further? I agree with you 100%. Yeah, 100. You have to. That's it. Like, you have to parent. What I've come to the conclusion, and my conclusion is that you have to do the best job you can with your kids. You have to parent to the best of your ability. You have to, figure out what each child's personality is, and you figure out how to parent them, based on their personality, based on your views, your beliefs, a lot. Yes, and pray. Oh, yes, pray. Have you ever heard little prayer, little prayer, little power. Some prayer, some power. Much prayer, much power. I go on that. Much prayer, much power. And that is the truth, because you need a whole lot of prayer, a whole lot of guidance from God. Because sometimes you want to do it this way and then you try and it's like, oh, that failed, that flopped. So then, you try another way. If you just pray and ask God, the person that actually created that child, that human being, then you'll get your answer that way. And it'll be the best resolution. Because I don't know if they can hear me with that window wide open like that, do I? Can you all hear me? I know it's probably a lot of air. So yeah, if you depends on what times. 3? I might be able to. Yeah. I may be able to. So yeah, if you just pray about it and ask or to help you, then you should. I think that's your best option. No, I know that's your best option, because I'm telling you, when you have a house full, sometimes I'm saying it's a challenge. Oh yes, we can hear you. Okay, good. Thank you, Shanti. Yeah, so when you have, especially when you're dealing with multiple personalities, when you have several children, I'm saying more than one. When you have more than one, you oftentimes you can't parent those kids the same way. And I know we both have 5. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know, and I know, and you definitely have to consider that child's personality, and you have to consider your level of tolerance and all those things. And why am I telling you, Shanti? Because I'm not even telling you. I'm just telling whoever listens to this video next, because you already know. So anyway, you all, I thank you so much for joining me in this vertical live stream. If you have any questions, type them in. Even the twins we have to parent. Yes, yeah. I don't have twins, but they are individuals. They have different personalities, so I can definitely see that. I have 2 nieces that are twins. I have a set of niece twins. I don't know another way to say it, but you all get it. And they are so different, like so very different. Aren't they different? Are they identical? They're identical too, aren't they?
They don't look the same.
Yeah, they're identical. It's funny, but they look, to me and to my kids, they look different. Like to me, like I can say that's that one and that's that one. They look completely different. So, okay, thank you, Shanti. It's always a pleasure with you all as well. So yeah, if you didn't get anything else from this conversation, and if you're a new parent, please teach your kids some manners. Teach them not to be rude. Now, I'm not saying allow them to be trampled over and allow people to disrespect them and allow them to be somebody's doormat. That is not what I'm talking about at all. What I'm saying is let them be courteous to others. That's what this world needs. Somebody who's respectful. And, don't let them embarrass you in public. So, anyway, have a good day, you all. I will try to jump on here another day. We'll see how this one went. And I hope you all have a great weekend. What's this say right here, Zion? Read that. And she's not saying we are perfect and have this parenting thing all figured out. Thank you, Shanti. What else I say? Put something else in there while I'm driving. What else did I say? Because you hit it right on the nail. Okay, I can look now. It's a red light. Because Lord knows we don't. No, we do not. Nobody's perfect. I definitely am not perfect. So if you're listening to this, I'll be the first to tell you I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm a mother that has 5 kids, and I do the best that I can do. I read books. I definitely like to listen to people who have kids already. I like to get advice from seasoned parents. I do consider myself a seasoned parent now. And I like to talk to other parents, and because sometimes when you do that, you'll find things that work for them, and you're like, oh, I hadn't thought about that. Maybe I'll try that. And there you go again, being your child might be, you might test whatever that is that they did with your child and see if it works, and it might. So if you're a parent, be flexible. If I can say, be flexible. Definitely pray. That's number 1. Stay prayed up. Shanti said it. Stay prayed up. So prayer is number 1. Please get out the street. Number 2, prayer is number 1. Number 2, be flexible. Number 3, I will tell you all something that I know I do and my parents didn't do a whole lot of. I will talk. I talk a lot of this stuff out. My parents talked to me, but it was more they talked to me, but they also commanded. They told me what to do. I think I'm trying to understand where my kids are coming from. I'm more that person. So I'll ask them, tell me what's going on. Explain to me why you did this and what your thought pattern was, just so that I can understand, so then I can make this situation better for the both of us, right? So that's more what I do. So try to be flexible. Don't let them walk all over you. Create some boundaries. And this is with human. When I think about this, not only for kids, you can apply this to anybody else in your life. Have some boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, don't let people walk all over you. But also, you can be honest with people. You can be meek. You can be compassionate. And have all those great qualities and not allow people to walk all over you and be a doormat. So, as a parent, you find a happy medium, and you figure out ways to make things work. You figure out ways to teach your children the right way to go. And I say to any new parent, welcome to parenthood, the unfiltered version, right? That's the adapting. Great. That's a great word. Adaptation. Yep, it's necessary in today's time. Yes, it is, Shanti. So I'm gonna let you go. You guys, I want to say I'll be revisiting Vertical Live at some point soon, but as you all have very packed schedules, so do I. After I drop somebody off and pick somebody else up, I'll be traveling, and so pray for me so I have safe travels. And I'm going to, oh, thank you, Shonda, you're already on top of it. Have a great weekend, safe travel. So thank you for the prayers. I'm going to have a great safe travels. You all have a wonderful rest of your day and a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out with me again. All right, I'll see you all later. Bye bye. Are you sure you want to stop?